I don't think it's worth that 500. I appreciate the offer though. This water is like 25 or 35 degrees right now. What's up, Diago? How's everyone doing today? Even though it's pretty cold out, it's actually kind of a break from how cold it's been for the last week or so. And it's going to get even colder in the next week. So I wanted to take advantage of this time and try to get out here. I'm actually using a glide bait. I'll show you when I reel it in. I'll show you guys the bait I'm working with. I'm probably going to just toss out these bigger lures all day. This glide bait and then maybe some bigger jerk baits that I have. I'm hoping for a walleye today, but I've been fishing this whole month and I have had zero success on this river. So I don't really know what the odds are of catching anything today. I just got this rod from the Philly Fishing Expo, Shimano, Convergence, and then this is a diver reel. So if I catch anything today, it'll be my first fish on this rod, which is always exciting. This is a very slow sinker. This jerk bait, this glide bait that I have. Here, I'll show you. It's called the Nessie. It's a Berkeley lure. And it moves great. It's a very slow sinker, though. It takes a very long time to sink to the bottom. And I'm trying to keep myself mobile. I got my backpack on, and I got a big net here because, as you can see, there's kind of a drop-off here. And if I catch anything decent size, it's going to be hard to land. But I'm going to try to stay mobile and just work down this all the way to that bridge over there. And then if I can go further, I'll go further. If not, I'll just walk back and forth and toss a few different lures out here. Tried to dress for the occasion. I got like 3 hoodies on, 2 long sleeves, pajamas, sweatpants. I got heated socks on today, so should be able to keep my feet warm. Got these nice gloves. It's actually feeling all right now. The wind has been coming and going, but the sun is right on me. So it's kind of like keeping me warm, which is great. Because walking to this spot I was getting a little nervous because the wind was like really brutal. There's usually some pretty nice fish around here. I've caught some pretty big channel cats, some nice sized smallmouth. I've had a muskie here. A friend of mine has caught a few walleye here, so I think if I was to catch anything today, the odds would say walleye. So that's kind of what I'm banking on, but I've been fishing here pretty consistently for like 2 months, and I haven't actually caught a single thing here. But from what everyone says, this is like the spot. You just got to put the time in. So I'm trying to just be patient. But I've been working with a lot of different lures. I've come here with shiners. I got these glide baits. I've used soft plastics like Senkos, wacky worms. I've done some Ned rigs, tubes, paddle tails, jerk baits. I'm basically tossing everything I have out here. And I'm, taking the time to work different depths, try different speeds, all those things. So part of me feels like it's just, I'm having bad luck because the fish just aren't active right now because of the weather. What's up, Joe? What's up, Paul? How you guys doing? Just started fishing a couple minutes ago. Wind's kind of back and forth, but the sun's kind of hitting me, keeping me warm right now. I'm near the art museum right now, just tossing some glide baits. I might swap out to, jerk baits later on if this don't work out, but I'm going to probably focus mostly today on these glide baits. Oh, wow. The North Sea. It must be freezing out there. Thought I just felt a hit, actually. That was weird. This is my first time really using this rod, so I'm kind of getting a feel for it, but it's a little more sensitive than the other bait caster that I have. And this glide bait is 1 ounce. It's technically a little bit past the lure rating for this rod. This rod goes up to like half ounce, quarter ounce to half ounce, so it's a little over, but it seems to handle it well. I'm going to move a little bit. You know what? I'm going to just target this left side. About 2.5 weeks I go fishing again on the big sturgeons alive. Oh, nice. I would love to catch some sturgeon one day. They seem cool as hell. There was one, I think they catch some in the Delaware River around Trenton Channel. I've heard a few people talking about catching white sturgeon around there. Then this glide bait takes so long to sink, I've really got to give it like 15 seconds. I can watch it still. We're up on the Delaware. Yeah, if you got any tips, man, because I'm still trying to get my first one. I've gone up there on the Delaware, like around the Trenton Channel, but from what I heard, they're there, but on the Jersey side, and I don't have my Jersey license yet. But I was thinking about trying to fish there for them soon. I've been fishing here for walleye nonstop and just haven't had any luck. On my last live stream, I had like 5 from like 6 foot long, and the biggest 113 pounds. Oh my God. That is, I would love to have a day like that fishing. That sounds awesome. What do you use to catch them? To catch those sturgeon? Are you just using bait, like cut bait? You gotta go way up north, closer to Easton. Okay. I think I know where that is. I think I did some work around Easton years ago when I was a plumber. Friggin' net. Sour herring here in the Netherlands in special boilies. Okay. I think around our area, I could be wrong, I think herring isn't even allowed to be used as bait in our area because they're like endangered or something like that. I don't know. But I've heard that they're like really, really good bait. It's just that for some reason in our area, we're not allowed to catch them and use them. bit. See if I can work under this tree. These glasses I got on are supposed to be polarized, but it seems like I can see them better. It seems like I can see in the water better without them. I think there's actually a deep hole, like 25 foot deep, around that spot over there. So when I get there, I'm going to try to work that hard. Right now, I'm kind of just tossing out there, working this bank and seeing if there's something hanging out, waiting for something to drop. I've caught a nice, like 2 pound, 2.5 pound smallmouth probably this far off the bank before on a jerkbait, but further down there to the left. And it's high tide right now. A lot of times when it's high tide, these fish come up here and just chill. I'm gonna keep moving down. I think I'm gonna set up like right here. Yeah, let's say. Damn, it is actually kind of nice out today. I don't know if it's because I just dressed up properly finally, like for the first time. But the cold just isn't getting to me, and it feels like the sun is just really keeping me warm. I almost feel like I don't even need these gloves. I'm going to keep them on anyway, but... it's feeling pretty nice out right now. Thank God I had this day to come out here, because this is probably the last chance that I have. Since it's going to get so cold this weekend. I think all next week is going to be, like, brutal around where I live. It's supposed to feel like it's in the teens tomorrow, the temperature. It's supposed to get some really bad snow this Sunday. Although in Pennsylvania, you never know. Like, they say it's going to snow. You know, if they say you're going to get 18 inches, you might just get 1. If they say you're going to get 1 inch, you might get 18. So you really don't know. I've noticed this glide bait works a little differently than my other ones. For the heavier ones that I have that are like 3 ounces, you kind of got to just work it with the reel like this. But with this one, when you work it with the reel, it just kind of moves like awkwardly. So with this one, it seems to be better when it's twitched. There's this other spot I really want to fish all the way over there at the dam, but I need a drop net. I keep saying I'm going to get a drop net, and I never do. But that over there is supposed to be like the hot spot for walleye. But I would assume that you get some residual, like some of them, you know. I mean, I'm not from that far from that spot. Like, I would assume they travel around a little bit. That's why I'm trying to find these deep holes. Like I said, there's a deep hole kind of like right there, about 25 foot deep or so. So I'm, you know, trying to get close to that hole if I can. And I got a feeling like anything I catch on this is going to be decent, because it's a decent sized glide bait. It's like 7 inches. So I'm assuming if I catch anything, it's going to be a nice one. I got to work this really slow and let it sink. Because if not, it's just going to be at the top of the water the whole time. And I know there's just no fish that high up. You can walk down in the rocks over there. What, over there? You talking about, Joe? Like where the dam is? I could do that, actually. But I remember the one time I was there, I did kind of get down close enough to the water. I should do that next time, actually. Ah, snag. No. No, did I lose my lure? Oh, I just lost the glide bait. That's disappointing. That sucks. I've been fishing with that thing for like months. All right, let me go. I got to set up and redo. I might toss a jerkbait out there. That's disappointing. All right, let's see what we got. I like these crankbaits, but from what everyone's saying online for these walleyes, jerkbaits are the move. I think I'm going to toss this deep diver out there. I knew I was going to lose that glide eventually. I got a lot of trips out of it, but I wasn't able to catch anything with it. Definitely going to be investing in more though, because I really like the way that they move. Wonder if I could just set this. Oh, nice. All right. Okay. And it's always hard doing this stuff with the friggin' phone right on my face, but I had a feeling like that was going to happen today. I came prepared. Very upsetting when you lose a lure and you never even got to catch anything on it. Okay, so now we're working with this deep diver flicker minnow, I think it's called. Right? Get that close. Yep, flicker minnow 110. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this rod is very sensitive for this deep diver. I think I picked up a twig or something. Nope. Very disappointing. I'm definitely getting more of those glide baits because they are nice. I wonder if I can get like a pack, like a cheap pack on Amazon or something. I do like that. That was a Berkeley Nessie, but it's like $10. I wonder if I could get a pack of 3 for like 15 or something somewhere. This jerkbait moves phenomenally. And I gotta tell you, this reel, thank God I had this reel on my musky rod when I was tossing like 3-ounce lures out and it was kind of struggling. This is more of a bass reel because it's like an 8.1 gear ratio. And it seems to be holding up a lot better with these bass lures. Wizard cuts in. What's up? Don't know if I said that right. Hard to see my screen right now with my sunglasses on. Yeah, I caught a nice smallmouth at this spot before with a jerkbait. Not this one, it was the other one that I had in my case, but there's a lot of different species around here you can catch. My feet feel like my heated socks turned on their own. I feel like I feel some heat down there. That's the one issue with those things. They're kind of cheap, and they seem to just turn on when they want to. This actually is that I'm getting more comfortable with this rod. The jerkbait is working pretty well with this. Is there still a guy over there? No. Okay. right, one more cast, and then I'm going to move down to the left. It's tiring casting with this big backpack on my shoulders. I might take it off and get to that spot to the left. Give myself a little bit of a break. All right, let's go down. Let's move. That's the thing. That sucks with fishing with these gloves. Is if you got trebles on, they just constantly get caught on the fabric, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, cloth. You know what? I'll hang out here. Make sure my net is in order. Okay. Do a few casts over here before I go to the bridge. Because I promised myself I wasn't going to stay in one spot today, and I was going to keep moving. There's a bunch of dead trees around here. Not trees, like big branches of trees. You probably can't see through the wood right here. There's like a dead bush. Which could be a good sign. It could mean that it could be something worthwhile to pull the fish into. Might loosen the brakes on this a little bit with this jerk bait. Seems to be a little harder to get it out there. Oh, that's not what I meant, and I just backlashed. Got it. Let's go, you idiots. Got it. It is really hard casting with this backpack on. Thank God I was able to get that. Damn, that thing went deep, huh? Almost. It's got to be almost. Okay, there it is. There it is. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Oh, yeah, Joe, I know what you mean. I've done that where I pulled, and then I pulled even extra and kept going even more. You know what? I think loosening those brakes messed this up, because that's 2 in a row that I just did that, and that felt like a good cast. Okay. I think that was from, maybe I made those brakes a little too light. Let's go back to 12. I could feel it actually in my, on my thumb when I casted it. I could feel it was like all the line unraveled and it was just like free spinning. I might just not be good with this lure. See, that felt so much better. All the line felt like it was a lot tighter around the spool for that cast. So I think I just shouldn't have made the brakes that loose for this. All right, let's move down. There was like 100 squirrels here right now. I wouldn't be surprised if I just got into like a turf war. Look, see that thing? There's like 100 of them right now. It's Squirrel Central. All right. I'm going to toss near this bridge. Right here was where I had that smallmouth. I can see the rocks. You know what? These polarized glasses do seem to help. I'm pretty sure high tide is right now. Although it seems like usually it's a little bit higher than this. I wonder if it's because of some of the water freezing. Like there's a lot of ice sheets everywhere. I wonder if that is like kind of taken away from the volume of the river, and that's preventing it from getting this high, or from getting as high as it usually gets. I could feel it hitting the rocks. What's so great about these suspended baits, like these jerk baits and crank baits, is when they get stuck, if you just leave it for a second and let it float up, they almost always pop out of the snag on their own. I gotta take a second and take this backpack off because it's making it like impossible to cast. Ugh. Guys, I'm gonna put you down for just 1 second. Let me see. See, now I just almost busted my ass. All right, we're back. Oh, thank God. Casting with that big backpack on was like, it was like stopping me from maneuvering my shoulder. So much better. So much better. I also have to figure out how to cast properly. Clearly, I'm not the best cameraman out here. I gotta figure out how to cast properly with this phone on this magnetic, like necklace. Well, Thought this magnet would be a little bit stronger than this. Doesn't seem to be holding up well when I got to toss these heavier lures out. Alright, that was better. That was better. A little softer. Maybe this is as high as it gets. Now that I'm looking at it with the glasses off, I think this is about as high as it gets. I just don't remember being able to see the rocks so well. For those of you that just joined, just want to give you guys an idea of what I got. This is a flicker minnow, jerk bait. It's supposed to be really good for catching walleye. Doesn't seem to be that true for my case, but I've seen a lot of guys talk about using these jerk baits and, you know, the deep divers for walleye during the wintertime. see a tree branch right there. Whew. Debating on moving again to another spot. I could just try to go up these stairs and go under that bridge right there. I'm about to just go to that dam. See if I can catch anything over there. We're going to take a little bit of a walk. Hit this other spot. After I put these glasses away. All right, we're gonna go check out this spot at the fall. See if there's anything over there. Kind of just walked this whole shoreline. I think if there's some here, I would have seen it by now. I just want to make good use of this time that I have. And the spot I'm gonna walk over to is supposed to be the hot spot. So it's just really snaggy over there. But we might be able to get lucky. And you know what they say, the snaggier the spot is, usually that means there's a reason for fish to be there. When we get there, I'll probably set you guys up on the tripod. It's a little hard to get an angle over that fence. Bring you guys up a little bit. There you go. Not that far, we're only going right there. A lot of this ice seems to be melting, which is great, because I'm very nervous going up those stairs. I hate walking around with this camera on my chest. I feel like everyone's looking at me. But we're almost there. Well, I'm surprised at how weak the wind is right now. I'm getting very, very lucky with this weather today. I'm really hoping it stays like this. I'm trying to hang out for as long as I can, or at least until the sun goes down. Almost there. sure. We got a fish, dude. What's up, man? I'm gonna be set up in just a second. Just decided to move spots. Just had to do some walking. But we're about to get set up at this spot right now. I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod. Give you a better view. All right, here we are. Woo! All right. Whew. Let's see how that looks. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so this is going to be our new spot. This is supposed to be another hot spot for walleye. So just to show you again, got the jerk bait. I just call it my glove because nothing can ever just happen. You know what? Let me go. Oh, you know what? This is what I'm going to do, actually. Set my net up on this side. Here we go. Let's see how this goes. If I wasn't on the camera live right now, I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs out of frustration with this stupid shit. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see how this goes. Maybe if I get bored with this, I'll toss out some soft plastics too. Got some wacky worms I could probably toss out there. It's very depressing that I lost that glide bait earlier because that would have been great to use right now, actually. Catch any fish? Nah, Jose, I haven't caught nothing. I've been moving up and down this bank today, and I haven't had any success. So, it's kind of windy out today. I'm actually having a hard time tossing out some of these lures in general, but it's high tide right now, so this is like the best time to be here. I've been using some glide baits. I'm using a jerk bait. I've had, some paddle tails. I'm probably going to toss out a wacky worm in a minute, to be honest, because I'm getting a little desperate. Even though this place is like Snag City, and it's highly likely that if I toss anything down to the bottom, I'm going to get snagged. But that's just the name of the game, I guess. Losing my mind here. There you go. Saw your bomb. Hi, I'm Walker from Durban, South Africa. I'm Angle 2. What's up, man? I was just watching some videos of someone fishing in South Africa a little bit ago for some of those, what are they called? Tiger fish, I think. They got like the teeth and shit. Forget his name. He was a big YouTube guy, though. Maksud, what's up? I still have been unsuccessful this entire month of January. I have not caught a single fish this month yet. I'm losing my mind. I think I'm gonna swap out. Yes, they were so beautiful, and they tend to bite almost every day. That's awesome. Yeah, I first time I ever heard of them was on River Monsters with Jeremy Wade. I don't know if you watched that show, but they're cool as hell looking. I'm gonna swap out, put something else on this, because I'm not getting much luck. You know, I would toss one of these out, but I don't have any jig heads for that. I need to get some jig heads. Oh, a jerk shad, maybe? Maybe one of these. I gotta see if I can make something work with that, though. I gotta see what kind of hooks I have. Okay. Might be able to use one of these. Some of these Johns. needs. Can I give you my number to stay in the pack of anglers or we should someday see each other for fishing? Yeah, I can't get my phone number out, but if you follow me, we can definitely try to stay in touch. Go fishing together one day if you're local in the area. I need to start giving these more effort because these are actually really nice looking lures. You know what I'm going to do? I think I have to. Nope, did it backwards. Nice. Got that pretty solid, I think. You know, after I tie the knot on this, it'll look better. I might have to put like an egg sinker or something on this though, because it's very light out. It's very windy out right now, and I don't see this with the current, with the river current. I don't see this sinking. And maybe this is kind of a rookie move, but I just want to make sure that this thing sinks. Okay, I understand. What's your name? My name's Earl, just like the channel, just Earl. One, two, three, four. I hate doing anything in the cold like this. What the hell's going on? Here we go. Okay, so this is what it looks like. But I did add a little egg sinker on there because I just think it's not going to sink well. I know that's kind of a rookie move with this type of lure, but Trash Fish Matt, what's up? Trash Fish Matt, my bad. This cold got me talking like an idiot. How you doing? That's a fair amount treating me horribly. Not good at all. I walked all the way down to the bridge and back, and I worked a few different lures. I had a glide bait, I had some jerk baits, and I haven't had any success. So now I just put on this like soft plastic jerk shad. I'm gonna just drag it across the bottom and see if I get something with that. I've been here for like a little over an hour now, I think. And I've had no success. The wind's starting to pick up, it seems. Yeah, I freaking hope so. I've still been trying to get my first walleye. I've been coming here non-stop, man. And I'm literally just letting this sink to the bottom. I'm just dragging it right now because I don't know what else to do. I've been working different depths of the water column and I've just had no success. Schuylkill been tough lately. Need a good heavy flow to pick the bite back up. Yeah, for real. I fished the Schuylkill heavy. Actually, this 2025, I fished the Schuylkill way more than I fished the Delaware. Oh, you see those birds? Give this a minute, make sure it's sinking all the way. Yeah, I'm going to try to put more effort into the Delaware this year. I did so much on the Schuylkill, and I had some good days. Like, overall, 2025, I had a pretty good fishing season. I caught a lot of new species for the first time, and, you know, I had some pretty good days, but I also had a lot of shitty days. And I think I need to put more focus into the Delaware, because there's a lot of good spots in the Delaware, too. This year was good to me. A lot of big flatheads and smallies. Yeah, I haven't gotten any flatheads yet. I think I had like one on before, then I lost it because I did a crappy job with the new. I was just getting into using braid, and I don't think I tied a good knot. But yeah, this year I caught my first smallmouth. I don't even know how many smallmouth last year. I went from not catching any to like catching a shitload of them. for anyone just joining. That's what I got, a little jerk shad. Want to go live this spring, working on getting 50 subs on my Saturday. Nice, man. Yeah, streaming seems to be the move. I started off just doing videos and not streaming, and it seems to get a lot more traction when you go live streaming instead of making videos. I also need to get a better camera. The action camera that I got was the Akaso, like EK 4700 or something like that on Amazon. And it was cheap. It was like $60, but the video quality was just kind of garbage on it. So the videos I make kind of don't do that well, because who wants to watch a video if it's that crappy? It wasn't horrible, but it just wasn't what I wanted. So right now I'm doing a lot of the streaming because it seems to be getting me a lot more traction. And I'm going to save up little by little, and then I'm going to put the money out and get a nice GoPro. And then when I get the GoPro that actually is a quality video camera, then I might start doing videos again. I'm trying right now. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers. I'm at like 130, I think 130 something. So right now my goal is to get to 500, and then after that maybe 1,000, if possible. It's hard now too, because in the wintertime I don't do that good fishing. Like the bite is like just non-existent. And it's harder to get out there because of how cold it is. So you really got to work with the weather. Once this weather breaks and it's nice out, I'll be fishing like non-stop. I think it's time I started moving over here. So I can see the bottom right now. High tide was like 45 minutes ago, and it seems like it's already getting sorry, hold on. High tide was like 45 minutes ago, and it seems like it's already... Oh, I had to turn on my heated socks. My feet were starting to get a little cold. As you can tell, the wind... Snag. As you can tell, the wind is getting stronger. Oh, come on. Hey, still got it. Hey, ho! It's fucked up though. I do like this soft plastic a lot. And if I wasn't in the river where the current was so strong, I would absolutely get rid of this and just do this weightless, because this is intended to be weightless. But the current is just way too strong over here. It'll never get to the bottom. And I know that that's where they are right now. Whew, those heated socks are kicking in and they feel great. Time is at 4. I'm going to try to fish till 5. I'm going to try to hang out. But I'm in the middle of the night right now. I'm outside just for you, brother. Oh, wow. Thank you. Where you at, if you don't mind me asking? Siyabanga. We get people from all over the world coming in my stream sometimes. I had someone from Serbia. I had people from Vietnam, India, Germany. I had someone from... Did I have someone from Russia? I might have. People from all over come in here. It's awesome seeing people from like different sides of the world. I'm in the middle. Oh, yeah. It's the comment. This egg sinker looks so stupid. I bet to swap this out. I feel like it's just not working. I don't know. Maybe when it's dragging on the bottom, it doesn't look that bad. I think we're going to get as much snow as they were calling for this weekend. I have no idea, man. In Pennsylvania, it's so, like, hit or miss. I know they're saying it's supposed to be really, really bad, but who fucking knows? It sucks because my old pickup truck does not do well in the snow at all. So sometimes if I go somewhere when it snows like that, I gotta take my wife's SUV. Because my pickup truck just like skirt all over the road. I might put something else on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's how it always is in Pennsylvania. You can never trust the weatherman. I'm logged into the weather all the time anymore, but I really don't trust it. You really can't trust what the weatherman says. I'm debating. I think I'm done with the jerk baits. You know, I would love to do a drop shot, but I just don't have the right worms for it. It's like I need more options, even though I have a million different things here. Could do a spoon. Yeah. Maybe shit. Maybe I'll do one of these Jones. Which have you ever tried running the egg sinker with the stopper, like a foot or two from your lure? Yeah, like a Carolina rig. That actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So that the presentation looks better, but I'm still getting it nice and deep. Probably would have been the move, to be honest with you. Alright, let's see if we can make something happen with this bitch. I gotta tell you, I've been fishing here so much for the last couple of months, and I've had so little success that I hate this spot anymore. I want to fish till 5, but if I get snagged on this lure, I don't know if I'm going to feel like rigging up something else. No way. As soon as I said that. What a motherfucker. I didn't even get to cast it in yet. Or reel it in yet. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, one more try. I'll do one more lure. One more, and if I get snagged again, I'm done. Because I'm gonna lose my shit. I was gonna do the same lure. I got one more of those paddle tails left. That is so frustrating. I literally did, as soon as it dropped, it got snagged. Come on. All right, wish me luck. Next snag, I'm tossing myself in the river. The wild, I've always had a good spot. I guess good multi-species, not catch. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. There's a bunch of fish here. There's a bunch of different fish here, but there's not a bunch of fish actually here. And what country are you, bro? What fish comes out there? What's up, Jose? I am in America, the U.S. Fishing for basically whatever right now, but hoping for a walleye. It's all kinds of species where I'm at, though, apparently. Smallmouth, walleye, catfish, all kinds of things. What state? Pennsylvania. I'm in Philadelphia, actually. Damn, you're in Australia? Oh, man, the fishing there is probably crazy. I don't know if I could ever go to Australia, though. All the bugs and stuff there freak me out. I don't want to deal with those spiders. Shit. Hold on. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're back, baby. We're back. Yeah, Australia probably got some of the coolest fish there. Why does it feel so light? Sometimes I'll just hang out and jig this thing right here at the wall. Whew. Wearing these 3 hoodies makes me look friggin' jacked, don't it? Like that. But undecided, I'm like 180 pounds, 185 pounds. Come on, man, 1 fish. Just asking for 1 fish. Good luck. I've been trying to get some walleye in Indiana, but no luck. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Me neither. I've been fishing for like 2 months straight. I would say 2 months. And all here, all down the river. I'm not catching anything. Having absolute 0 luck. And I'm losing my mind. I probably lost $100 on boards just in this spot alone. In the last couple of months. Who cares? The wind seems to be picking up a lot more than it was just a little bit ago. Snag. What is that? It's a snag. Still got it, maybe. For a second, I thought I had something on. I got real excited. Ready to take this stupid ass friggin' neck thing off. Oh! They were starting to kill my neck. Love this new rod that I got though. This cork handle thing's badass. Badass, dude. One fish, please. Please, just 1 fish. I had kind of high hopes of today. Really thought I was going to make something happen today. This winter fishing sucks on this river. Just sucks. Where in the Delaware do you plan on trying? It's a good question. You know that Tacony Palmyra bridge? I might try to fish at that bridge a little more. I thought I had some. Up towards the Trent Channel. I was mentioning that earlier. I don't remember if you were in there when I was talking about it. The Trent Channel area. There's like sturgeon there. I've heard people catching like white sturgeon there. Walleye, catfish. There's some, obviously the more north I go, it seems like the fishing is actually better. I don't know if it's because there's more fish or because there's less people fishing. I think it's because the more north we go, it's like more rural. There's just less people there. So it's not fished as hard as it is around here. Someone in here earlier mentioned like up around Easton. And that seems like that could be a nice area to fish the Delaware. I think where I'm at, it's just highly congested. There's just a lot of people here, a lot of fishermen. And that felt like something. Nope. What the hell? Fuck, I keep getting these snags that feel like fish. Ah. Fishing for over an hour and a half now. Hour and a half and nothing. Thank God I brought these heated socks. My feet feel so warm right now. It's amazing. Very, very excited for the weather to break. Probably in a month and a half, it's going to start getting up in the 40s again, hopefully. And it'll be a lot easier to fish. The sun will be coming down at a later time. I'll be able to stream a lot more. Oh, another snag. Did I lose my lure? Yep, that is it for me. The kid is done. All right, guys. Thanks everyone for coming out today and watching. I really appreciate all the support. Been out there for like an hour and a half, and I've had no success. I've tossed out a bunch of lures, and I've got nothing for it. So that's it. Yeah, I did the best I could. I don't know when it'll be out again because, like you said, Matt, the weather's supposed to get really bad. It's gonna apparently have a snowstorm this weekend. But if you pay attention to the channel, I'll try to start posting more and giving people a heads up on when my next stream is going to be, so you can prepare for it and watch it. So thanks again, guys, for coming out. I hope to see you all again soon.